So I came out today to give this car a wash. This is a Porsche Macan GTS, and the main reason why I wanted to do it is because I make sure to get these wheels nice and clean. The car wash is not your friend with custom two-piece wheels. These are BC Forged two-piece on this 2018 Porsche Macan GTS. So I came to this wash. I brought a bucket. I brought all my equipment, all my supplies to give it a wash, and then I went to vacuum the inside of it too. And one of the cool things about this particular car wash that I wasn't aware of before I got here, actually let me get inside because it's kind of hot out here and the sun is like really glaring. So one of the cool things I didn't know I noticed about this car wash was the vacuums. I was expecting to have to pay to use the vacuums. Let me turn this AC down so it's not like blasting in the microphone, creating wind noise, but it is hot out there. I'm gonna turn on the cooled seats so I'm not sweating. So I noticed that the vacuums here are free, which is really cool. Also, I noticed how much stuff gets accumulated inside this Porsche Macan between the wife and my daughter. For some reason, they bring a lot of stuff in and they don't take very much out. So when it's time to clean it, I got so many things to get rid of. But either way, heads up to anyone interested in moving to the beach. Be forewarned. If you're gonna live at the beach, be ready to have sand in so many places that you wouldn't imagine. I just spent the last 30 minutes vacuuming out my Porsche Macan to get all the sand out of it. But the cool thing is the vacuum was free. Even though the car wash has the self-service stations and a drive-through, I think it's like a touchless drive-through, they offer vacuums for free, which is kind of cool. Granted, there's some people that could come by and abuse this option and not pay for any of the other services and just use the vacuums. But to me, this is a huge upsell for the business, and it's going to make me want to return because of the value that they offer. And I think businesses are going to need to really focus, double down on the value more so than anything else as we tumble down this recession-fueled economy. Because yeah, money's going to be tight, but guess what? People still have money. Not everybody is broke. So for the people that do have money and are willing to spend it on something like a car wash, which ultimately isn't really a necessity, it's more of a want than a need. Oh, and that would be a good time for me to remind you guys that if you're interested in joining the YouTube group and learning more about creating your own YouTube channel or actually optimizing the YouTube channel you already have to get more subscribers, more views, and or just contact me and communicate with me about different personal finance and business investment ideas, strategies, and tips and tricks that I have used to allow me to get to the position that I am in today. Hold on one second. Got to make sure my supplies didn't move around back here. Actually, that's that tire repair kit somebody asked me about. But if you guys are interested in learning more about that, the link's in the description. Hit me up. We already got several members in the group that are taking advantage of the custom videos that I'm making for them. I actually just posted one last night, about optimization for your channel to make sure you get the most views as possible. So check that out. Because yeah, money's going to be tight, but guess what? People still have money. Not everybody is broke. So for the people that do have money and are willing to spend it on something like a car wash, which ultimately isn't really a necessity, it's more of a want than a need, by offering more value for what they're paying for, it's going to differentiate your business from another business. Maybe even make people drive out of their way to go to yours because it's nicer, it's cleaner, better customer service. They're feeling like they're getting more for what they're paying for. So just wanted to point that out. Now, ironically, as I'm sitting here or standing there washing the Porsche Macan, someone approaches me and I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's Florida or what, but someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, beautiful car. I love what you've done to it." They noticed that I've lowered it. I put a control module on the air suspension that allows me to adjust the ride height, and I've lowered it, and I put these BC Forged two-piece wheels on and wrapped them in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. And they said, "This is beautiful. This is how Porsche should have done it from the factory. How much do you want for it?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I've been looking for a Macan GTS particularly a 95B.1, which is what this one is. And he goes, this one is perfect. How much do you want for it? And I thought he was just joking. He gave me his business card, and he's a realtor in the area, which is unbelievable. But anyway, he says, if you're interested, I'm interested, contact me. I'd love to have this car. I'm like, all right, well, I was kind of thinking about, trading up and making a switch. But now he's got me thinking about it a little bit more, because I got my eye on a 991.2 911 over in, man, I think it's Pompano Beach. I think it's in Pompano Beach, and it's a certified 2020 or 2021 911. And I don't know, I think I could probably get away with it. I could shove the kid in the back if I needed to, and we could still, ride around in a two-seater is not very practical. But where we are and the amount of walking that we do, plus the odds that we probably are going to end up picking up a golf cart and driving around more so on a golf cart than anything else, I could probably get away with a 911 as a daily driver. But this is very interesting considering the direction the automotive industry is going. We do see car values fluctuating. We see more inventory on some lots, depending on what it is, but we are still seeing dealerships with additional dealer markup, causing buyers to pull back. Higher interest rates making borrow money more expensive. I would assume the way that this person approached me, they're just going to pay cash, which puts them in a position of greater buying power and negotiating power. But we do expect to see a lot of repossessions. I've actually heard reports of thousands of repossessions already happening for people who overspent on their vehicles. Not to mention, I heard a rumor that a lot of folks in the mortgage industry, the mortgage brokerage industry, went out and bought a lot of expensive, exotic luxury cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Maseratis, McLarens. I even heard one bought a Koenigsegg, which is crazy. But they are getting rid of them because they can't afford them and or are not confident and comfortable with the economy and with the market and the direction the housing market is going. So they're preparing themselves. Look, ain't nothing wrong with it. Go out and buy a luxury exotic sports car. Cool. But then they're preparing themselves to not carry that burden if the market were to collapse, if the housing market were to fall, if the housing market were to crash completely. Then they wouldn't be in a position where they have this expensive luxury item, want, not a need, and they can't afford it, and then it gets repossessed, hurts their credit, and hurts other components of their finances. They're making preparation. They're being prepared for potentially the end of times as they know it, as this gravy train is coming to a stop, so to speak. But like I told you guys yesterday, and it was explained to me by one of the best real estate agents that I have spoken to in a very, very long time, Chris Igo. He's down in South Florida, Boynton Beach, Coral Springs area. He told me, he says, Kevin, there's no such thing as a bad real estate market. Much like the stock market, the real estate market, it's only bad for certain people, but then it's good for other people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the real estate market has been good to me for as long as I've been investing in real estate and involved in real estate. It has been good to me 10 out of 10. While it may have been bad for others. But right now, we're in a great position. We don't own a home. We sold our home at the top of the market. We cashed out. And now we have, and we didn't get hit with the capital gains tax either. And I can tell you guys about how we avoided that without crossing the 2-year mark, but we didn't get hit with the capital gains tax on the profit that we made. Now we're seeing the market begin to soften. We're seeing the market begin to decline, and now we're in a great position to go out there and scoop up the next property that we want here at the beach. Possibly on the beach, possibly maybe on the water with a dock. We're trying to decide if we want the sounds of the crashing waves against the shore, or if we want direct access to the water and a boat dock where we can just take the boat out whenever we want, after dinner, an evening boat cruise, whenever. So we're trying to decide on that, and also if we want to go to single family home or stick with amenities like what are offered with some of these resort style living condos and townhome communities, and a lot of the maintenance, the lawn care, the pool care, all the other amenities are taken care of by somebody else. Yeah, it typically we're seeing down here in Florida, the area that we're in Florida, about $1,500 to $3,000 a month in monthly HOA fees to cover these expenses on top of whatever mortgage payment may be, if we so choose to have a mortgage payment, unless we pay cash. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for the ease and simplicity, and just not having to worry about, you know, things like that for the limited amount of time that we're going to use it for. You know, you pay for a pool all the time, but you don't use it all the time, if that makes sense. But either way, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I think the guy that owns this place is actually here right now. Yeah, I think the guy is actually here right now cleaning this place up. You can see him out there spraying, just keeping this place nice and clean and tidy. And that's the difference of pride and ownership. But I just want to share that information with you guys, give you a little bit of update and insight on what I'm seeing out here, just in the real world, in the market, how people are behaving, the types of money and transactions that are changing hands, where our economy is going, and where best to position yourself to capitalize and profit from this situation. Yeah, you know, we are preparing for possible negative news and events and occurrences. But with that preparation, it puts us in a position so that we are ready to capitalize and not just, you know, fall to our knees and just surrender to bad news, because, you know, bad news is going to happen all the time. But we look at it, we analyze it, we receive it, we process it, we don't let it ruin our lives, and we continue to grow and grow and grow beyond that. I gotta go now because I gotta head over to Publix, because Michelle told me to grab some things from Publix. She didn't come with me this morning, but she told me to grab some things from Publix because she wants to try out a new bread recipe that she wants to try to make. I said, why don't we just go to Panera Bread? And she was like, no, I want to make this bread recipe. I saw this bread recipe. I'm going to try it. You're going to eat it. You're going to like it. And it's not a bad idea to know how to make bread, you know, when times get tough. If things ever get that bad, odds are they probably won't, at least not for us. We'll just be able to buy bread. But the point is, I gotta go to Publix and get what she needs before she starts hounding me, because she's already been blowing up my phone for like the last 30 minutes. Like, what's taking you so long to wash your car? All right, so I gotta go. But I'll be back with you guys real soon. And you guys take it easy, be safe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.